The aim of this video is to show you how to access and complete the forms and processes on FieldView. The first step is to log into FieldView. You will have had to have been set up on FieldView by the FieldView administrator. Find and select your name in the list on the right. The next time you log in on your tablet, your name will be at the top of the list. Now type in your password or PIN. We'll first look at how to complete a form as part of a process. Navigate to the location where you will be working. You can do this by tapping on the folders. In this instance, we'll be working in the Fit-Out folder. When you start your checks, navigate to the relevant process task in the process. You do this by tapping on the location summary icon, which is the square button at the top with the 4 lines, and then selecting processes. In this case, select the plot file training process and select the relevant process task, for instance, mechanical first fix. When you start your work or checks, change the process task status from not started to open. Now add a form by tapping on the expand button, which is the 3 dots on the right hand side, and select the second from last option. If a form has not been added to this location, it will read add followed by the form name, but if the form has already been opened, it will read view followed by the form name. Complete the form. Note that questions marked with an exclamation mark in a red circle are required fields, and the form status cannot be changed to closed before these questions have been answered. You can add a comment, photo or task, also known as a snag, to every question. To activate these options, you first have to answer the question. To add a comment, tap on the speech bubble next to the answer. Enter your comment and then select the arrow to save the comment. You can also edit existing comments in the screen. Tap the back button to return to the form. Photos can be added either by taking a photo or by uploading it from the gallery. To take a photo, tap on the camera icon next to the answer and then select the new photo option. Take your picture as usual. If you're happy with the photo, select OK. If you want to upload the photo from the gallery, select the From Gallery option and then select your photo. You can annotate photos by tapping on them and then using your finger or a stylus to add a comment or to highlight an area. Save or discard the annotation using the tick mark or the cross. The lightning bolt allows you to add a task or snag to the form. This is the preferred way of adding a snag and will be covered in detail in the video covering tasks. When the form has been completed, change the status to closed if you're a Berkeley staff member. This is done by tapping on Actions in the top right hand corner and then selecting Set Status. Remember that the form cannot be closed if there are required fields which have not been completed. Due to role restrictions, most forms cannot be closed by subcontractors. You can distribute the form by selecting Distribution from the Actions menu, and then the individuals or organizations the form has to be sent to. Select Save to confirm the distribution. If you want to distribute the form to a user who has not been set up on FieldView, you should select the PDF option in the Actions menu. You can then share the form via methods other than FieldView, providing you are connected to the internet. Note that the report generated in this way does not contain any photos. If photos are required, you should distribute the form to yourself and then forward it. Use the tablet's back button to exit the form. If the form is ready for inspection, change the status of the process task to AFI if you're a subcontractor. When the works have been completed and the form's status changed to closed, a Berkeley Homes engineer must change the process task status to closed. Note that the form's status has to be closed before you can close a process task. The second way to add a form is to add it as a standalone form. QA forms should as a rule be added via the processes, as described previously. Health and safety forms are mostly added as a standalone form. To add these forms, navigate to the Health and Safety folder. Most forms have their own folder, but if not, simply add it under the main Health and Safety folder. In this case, I'm going to add a point of work risk assessment form. To add a form, tap on the plus button at the top, select Form, and then select the form type, which in this case is She Forms. Search for the form by scrolling through the list or by entering a search criteria. Select the form and complete it as described earlier. It is recommended you synchronize your tablet at least twice a day, including at the end and at the start of your shift. You can do this from within the app by selecting the Sync Project option from the menu in the top right-hand corner, or by logging out and tapping on the Sync button in the bottom left-hand corner.